Good evening students, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to discuss illustration number 3 from B.B.Dam book. Okay, so here you see A and B are partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. Their capitals as on April 1, 2020 were rupees 2 lakh and rupees 1,80,000 respectively. On October 1, 2020, A introduced an additional capital of rupees 50,000. Okay, so here A has introduced additional capital on what date? October 1. So from October 1 till March 31st, 2021, there is 6 months. So here interest on capital will be calculated on rupees 50,000 at the rate 10% per annum for 6 months. Okay, and on January 1, 2021, B introduced rupees 70,000. Okay, so on January 1, 2021, B has introduced rupees 70,000. Okay, so interest on 70,000, okay, at the rate 10% per annum for 3 months, because January 1, okay, B has introduced additional capital. Okay, so it is for 3 months, January, February, March. Interest on capital is calculated at 10% per annum. Calculate interest on capital for both the partners for the year ending March 31st, 2021. So interest on capital is allowed at 10% per annum. You have to calculate interest on capital for both the partners, okay, as on March 31st, 2021. So I hope you have understood the question. Here nothing is given, only the introduction of capital, okay, figure is given. You have to calculate the interest on capital, okay, on the introduced capital, okay, for 1 year, and then again you have to calculate interest on capital for additional capital, okay, for 6 months for in case of A and for 3 months in case of B, okay, at the rate 10% per annum. So you just see how I have done the sum. You see here calculation of interest on capital of A and B. So in case of A, on rupees 2 lakh, okay, at the rate 10% per annum for 1 year, it is 20,000, and the additional capital amount is 50,000 at the rate 10% per annum, it is for 6 months. So you have to multiply it by 6 by 12, okay, you will get 2,500. So this is the total interest on capital for A. And in case of B, it is same, okay, on rupees 1,80,000, it is 10% for 1 year, that is 18,000, and additional capital is introduced at the rate, okay, additional capital is introduced of rupees 70,000 at the rate 10% per annum for 3 months, okay, so it is multiplied by 3 by 12. So the amount is 1750. This is the total interest on capital in case of B, 19,750. So this is very easy. The sum is very easy. You have to calculate interest on capital. Okay, firstly it is for 1 year. Then additional capital was introduced in the middle of the year. Okay, so it is calculated for 6 months. Okay, and again in case of B, additional capital is calculated at the rate 10% for 3 months. Okay, so just the time period, okay, you have to consider for calculation of interest on capital in case of additional capital. Okay, that's it, okay, all about this sum. I hope you have understood. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.